Hola, mi Bisshhs, tis I, Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram. Today, we are doing a, strawberry lemonade type of Manny. That's what it reminded me of anyways. And so, I'm using these two colors from Nail Reserve, which was previously, Nail Addict. And, so my bottles are the old bottles that still say Nail Addict. But anyways, Nail Reserve now. These color names will be linked in the description box below because, as per usual, I did not look before I started this video, and here we are. One of these days I'll get my life together, and it might be sooner than we think because I think I'm going to move my nail desk upstairs, which will be literally right next to my closet, which is where I do my voiceovers at because it's the only room that has carpet, so we don't have an echo. Anywho, yes, I have my middle and my ring finger done already. There was an issue there with those. So I'm going to show you. Those are coming off. And I'm going to show you how I actually ended up doing it. I didn't like the way they were sitting, and so I decided to switch it up. Anyways, I'm doing three layers of each of these colors because 2 on the yellow was just too sheer, and I don't know why I ended up doing 3 on the pink. I think it was also just a little spotty, but it was too sheer on the yellow, so I ended up doing 3, and I cured for a minute between each layer. And yeah, I think the reason that it was a little sheer and the pink was a little patchy was because I didn't roll them around properly before using them, and I haven't used them in a while, and they are gel, so they do gel and polish too do kind of start to separate, so you want to roll it around, give it a good shake, get everything all mixed together. I think that was my issue, my error. So, we live and we learn, but at the same time, will I do it next time? I probably will not remember. So we'll probably be in the same boat again. So anywho, now I am taking my rhinestone glue from a cart and I'm just applying dots. I got those other things off. This is just a nail, flat, clean, nothing on it nail. And so I applied those dots of the glue, and now I'm just placing my fruit where I want them. So I'm going to be doing alternating lemons and strawberries through these 2 nails, and we're going to do so this ring finger has 2 lemons. We're going to fill it in with pink, and then this finger is going to have 2 strawberries, and we're going to fill it in with yellow. So it's also yellow, pink on my, pattern situation, if that makes sense. Anywho, that is going to be that. These were, if you haven't seen my birthday mani, these were the nails that were on my right hand. Duh. Hello. I'm over here, mani explaining. Anyways, nail splaining. Yeah. So this is what I had on in that video. I'll link the birthday mani right here, up here in the corner, because I really loved that birthday mani. It came out so good. And so yeah, this is gonna look like a hot mess. I know. It looks like a hot mess. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of was. But in the end, it all came together. So I'm really just trying to fill in those gaps around the fruit for the first, initial layer. These are also going to have 3 layers on them. And then I'm going to show you how we, make the fruit pop. So that's here in just a minute. But, yeah, you can see that I'm trying to be, kind of careful here for the first layer. I'm really trying to, go in between those fruits, and it was way more difficult than it needed to be. So, yeah. And I'm also trying to do it here, too. I'm not gonna lie, though. It really didn't matter that any of the gel polish had got onto the fruit. It just... The more polish you have on top of the fruit, the longer it's going to take to even it out and show the fruit, if that makes sense. So we're just working this in there, getting it all around, and I'm doing this on both fingers again. After I applied the fruit with the rhinestone glue, I cured for 30 seconds. Then I went ahead and started doing this, and then we were curing for a minute in between each layer. And we're working one at a time with this puppy because she took some work. This mani took some work, especially with the fail that I had at the beginning, because I wanted to do more of an ombre into the fruit, and then I ended up making it like too thick with the fruit, and then I realized, well, how am I going to get this to blend properly? Like, in my mind, I was having one of those, like, this isn't going to work days, so I took it off. And then we started over again, and I figured, well, I'll just make the fruit come out of the polish, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anywho, I am clear capping this with my Mani Boss gel top coat, and I really need to sneeze. Anywho, hopefully I don't. I'm going to cure this for a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and start filing. And this is how we're getting that fruit to show up. That's why I did 3 layers of gel and the top coat, because I didn't really want to file away any of the color, but I needed it to be kind of thick to match up with more or less a little bit of the thickness of the fruit, so that way I wouldn't file off too much of the fruit. I did end up filing like all of it down a little bit to thin it out, and it was fine, but I didn't want to end up having to file too much and not risking that color payoff, essentially. So I am now just going over those fruits, getting them to show, and then, so that's what my main focus is to getting the fruit to show. And then I'm going to go over the whole nail and just really even everything out and kind of just thin it out a little bit. And that is how we get these babies to pop. So see, this is what I meant by like the fruit coming out. Because these fruits are like a little bit thicker than you would think they are. You'd think they'd be thin and flat, but they're not. They're actually pretty thick, and that's where it gets hard to, like, incorporate it into the mani if it's not just, like, on top nail art. If you're, like, trying to get it in the mani, it's a whole issue. Anywho, I am top coating with my Mani Boss gel top coat. And this is my mani, you guys. My middle finger ended up being, like, a little bit thicker. Which, I mean, yes and no, I'm mad at, but also not mad because I did like the way that it came out. It came out good enough. And especially with the situation I had at the beginning and just, like, not being able to think properly at the time. And this is what I came up with. It's not too shabby. Alright, so here's this strawberry lemonade-esque mani. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. It helps me out a ton, and it's free for you. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Bisshhh!